everyone and welcome back. I am as always Inquisitor Aura, and this is going to be just a very brief channel update to let you guys know what I've been working on, what I've been up to, things you can see in the future, and some of the things, explanations on how I actually go about coming up with videos and ideas and things of that nature. What I'd like to start out with is something that I've actually been asked quite a few times over the past however long this channel has been going, which has been quite some time at this point, is what is role-playing to me? Now, I know a lot of people think that role-playing is dumb or pointless, and I know people don't get into the lore and play only for the satisfaction of endgame content like raiding or doing PvP or doing world quests or, just to play the game and enjoy the mechanics, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. That is absolutely fine, but for those people who may be coming to this channel, these videos aren't necessarily for you. They are for the role players, the people who create their own content during content slumps like the end of Mist of Pandaria and Warlords of Draenor. So for those of you who are here for the role-playing videos, thank you, I appreciate you, and don't listen to the haters. Keep being an amazing community. This channel has come an awfully long way from its very simple roots. We're now at over 2,300 subscribers and growing daily, and I can't thank you guys enough for your support. You guys are the reason I keep doing this. I don't know how you keep finding me in the game. I guess it's because I'm using my own characters when I make these videos, which I guess I shouldn't be quite as surprised about, but somehow I still am. But I'm glad you're here, and I hope you guys stick around. There's a lot more coming. I've gotten so many ideas from you, and you guys just keep inspiring me to do more. On that note, I'm thinking about potentially doing another giveaway when we hit 2,500 subscribers, as that is a fairly nice round number and kind of milestone-ish. I don't know what I am going to be giving away at that point, and we will maybe take a look at that later on down the road once we get closer to that number. But go out, tell your friends, have people come and watch these videos if they're interested in RP, if they're veterans or if they're beginners. It doesn't make a difference. As you guys know, I've recently also started branching off into other games, and at this point I would like to address the two primary fandoms I have kind of going on here. For my WoW viewers, you guys have made a ton of requests. Keep them coming. I wish I could get the requested videos out faster, but between work and BlizzCon coming up and life, it takes time for me to get the notes done, to get them to a place where I think that they are ready for other people to see and listen to, and so on and so forth. I absolutely appreciate your patience on this, but rest assured I will be getting to them eventually. For my ESO viewers, there are more videos coming, I promise. The ESO videos, they take a little bit more time to get through because I need to pick through the lore. You gotta remember that a lot of Tamriel's history hasn't happened in ESO yet, so I have to be very, very careful when I vet what information goes into these videos because I can't mention anything past the interregnum, and that is a lot of history that flat just gets cut out of the video right there. So I'm trying to get as much lore and detailed background on the races as I possibly can at this point in time, and hoping to use those as almost like a foundation for future lore-based videos for ESO. That being said, if you guys would like to see me start doing videos for another MMO, I have been considering picking up Guild Wars 2 again, and Final Fantasy 14 again, and yes, I have played both of those in the past. I might not be totally up to date with them at this point, but I could get there. Please let me know in the comments below if there is enough of a desire to see these kinds of videos. I will more than happily start producing those for you. I also ask that you guys be a little bit more lenient with some of the less popular video series that I've done. Now, I know that there have been people requesting that I continue the Chronicle series, and I do intend absolutely to continue on with that because as I've said many times before, role-playing is about working with the lore of the story. The problem with that is that there is a lot of lore that needs to be gone through, and to keep it to a 10 to 15 minute video takes a lot of time. I have to look at the Chronicles books, I have to look at the game, I have to look at all of the Wikipedias and Wowpedias, and I have to figure out exactly what happened when, and I have to figure out at what point I need to stop the video so that I can keep the attention and where it would make it the most cohesive. So the Chronicle series, it's constantly a work in progress, and I will be coming up with a next episode here within the next few weeks. I work on several projects simultaneously, depending on what my interest lies in at any given point in time, but you will be seeing that series again. As for some of the other series that I have started and just kind of fell off to the wayside, like the transmog videos and like the add-on videos, I tend to do add-on videos when add-ons for role-playing are brought to my attention. I have one that I am doing. It's a storyline by Ellipse, who also did Total Roleplay 3, but once again, I have to play around with it for a little bit to kind of get a feel for how it all works and to see if it's something that people would be interested in. The transmog videos, those kind of fall by the wayside because people like to customize their transmogs. Nobody likes looking the same as everybody else does, so they kind of didn't make sense anymore. If you guys want to see something specific, or if you'd like to know how I got a specific piece of gear on any of my characters, on any of the videos that you've seen, please feel free just to comment below and I'll tell you exactly where I found it and how long it took me to get it. That being said, be prepared to see a lot more lore and lore analysis type videos on this channel. I absolutely love talking about the lore of both World of Warcraft and ESO and any of my many fandoms. And I like breaking it down. I like taking the lore and showing people how it could affect them. That's why I like doing the zone role-playing, the Lore Around the World series, because it kind of takes the lore of the world and it puts it into a perspective so that you understand what happened there and how it could potentially affect you. There are also lots and lots of things about the lore that could stand to be taken a deeper look at to see how they've affected the world at the time and how they affect the world now. This is a direct byproduct of my degree as an English major, and I like talking about these sorts of things. I like applying the things that I have learned in real life to my favorite things in video games. So be prepared to have some discussion-based videos on the lore and the effects of the lore and how you should be looking at the lore from an outside perspective. Also, guys, don't forget to keep up with me on social media. While I'm a little less than present on Facebook, I am very active on both my Instagram and on my Twitter. And I am going to be at BlizzCon this year, you guys. I've been at BlizzCon almost every year that they've had it, almost. But this year, I am going to be there, and I'm going to be in cosplay. It is not a WoW cosplay because I don't have the time or the skill for, those really excellent armor builds that you see wandering around, but I will be there dressed as Kadala from Diablo 3. Any of you who play Diablo know exactly who she is. So I encourage you guys to come and find me. I'll be dressed as Kadala all day on day one, and you guys have seen videos of me, so you know what I look like. Feel free to come up and find me and talk to me and engage with me with role-playing questions or lore questions, anything of that. I look forward to seeing anyone and everyone at BlizzCon. Well, that is going to be it for me for this week, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, if you like what you see and you want to see more, make sure you check out my social media. And don't forget, if you feel like donating and you want to support me, check out my Patreon. All of the links for all of these things are in the description box below. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you. Have a great day, have a great weekend, and I will see you again in Azeroth.